Assessment is exactly remembering what is being taught to you, and you have to pen down everything you can remember in a given stipulated time. On the basis of this, you are graded or your marks awarded so as to be promoted to the higher grade. It's a whole class activity. The interest of the student, whether they want to present their learning in their own way, is not catered to. Now let's see what is the difference between the PYP assessment and the conventional type of assessment. The prime objective of assessing students' learning and performance in PYP is to give feedback to the students so as to encourage the start of lifelong learning, teachers to support their reflection on what to teach and how to teach it, parents to highlight their child's learning and development. This is completely devoid in conventional type of assessment. In PYP, the assessments are authentic and the processes used by students are used in the real world. It hits the big ideas and concepts of the central idea. It's just not the reporting exercise. It leads to connections. They are thought-provoking exercises. It's integrated with other subjects as well. In PYP, assessment is done to gather and analyze the information about what's a learner's performance. It identifies what student knows, understands, can do and feel at various stages in the learning process. It's vital to guiding instructions, teaching and learning. It's an ongoing, purposeful and effective process. It involves teachers, students, peers and parents. It is both formative and summative, and we do have the prior assessment also. Use a variety of strategies and tools. It makes learning expectations and assessment strategies clear to students. Assessment provides regular opportunities for students to reflect in their own learning, shows students' progress over the time. It instructs and guides teaching and learning in the classroom. It's holistic and identifies strengths and areas of improvement for each student. It should be reported to all stakeholders of the school community. The following assessment strategies which we use in PYP are observations, performance assessments, process-focused assessments, open-ended tasks. There are tests and the quizzes and the constructed response assessments. The tools which are used for reporting the assessments are the checklist, the exemplars, rubrics, we have the anecdotal recording and we have the continuums. Let's look at what is pre-assessment or the prior assessment. Teachers assess students' prior knowledge and experience before embarking on new learning experience in an appropriate way. A pre-assessment is also done at the beginning of a new academic year to provide feedback to the teacher. Prospective students interested in enrolling at Fountainette also gives a pre-assessment test to inform the school about their learning stage. Formative assessment, it is interwoven with the daily teaching and help teachers and children find out what the children already know in order to plan the next stage of learning. Formative assessment serves as a feedback to teachers about the learning process. Now let's look at what is summative assessment. Summative assessment takes place at the end of the teaching and learning process and gives the children opportunities to demonstrate what has been learned. The summative assessment is reported to In PYP, planning for an assessment task, we have to think like an assessor and not an activity designer. We need to look at the sufficient and the revealing evidence of the understanding of the taught curriculum. They should cover all the key concepts, knowledge and the skills of the unit. We should also cater to the differentiation, that is the learning styles of the individuals. While assessing, we do need to look at the assignments or the tasks that will allow the students to develop the 5 essential elements.